What is going on, everybody? We are going to do an unboxing of the Kings of War Shadowhulk Nightstalker here. This is what I like to call the $40 Kraken Eater Giant for your Sons of Behemat army. You heard it here first. This guy is going to be awesome. I've never done an unboxing before, so we'll go through and look at what this kit's going to look like. According to the internet, I believe this is actually bigger than the new Mega Gargants from Games Workshop. And at $40, I found this on eBay for. $40, not too bad. He's going to work perfect, I'm sure, regardless, even if he's a little smaller. But I'm pretty sure he's a little bigger. So this is my Kraken Eater for my Sons of Behemat third-party, super cheap army. And what I'm going to do is we're going to open this guy up, and then I'll show you the giants I've been working on. And I also picked up this one, the Frost Giant, and he was $50. Now both of these have the same body. Let me get the... They have the same body. It's kind of hard to get them side by side, but... Well, actually, he's got different feet, but I'm pretty sure they're the same basic giant, because Mantic has a Kings of War giant. And I think these just have kind of upgrade pieces. So this is going to be the normal giant that they sell for like $40 only. And it's going to be like some upgrade pieces like his head and arms here, I believe. But I got this one for $40 on eBay because it was, you know, sometimes you can find a deal. So let's open them up and see what a Mantic model looks like. I've never had a Mantic model before. So we're going to check it out. I don't play Kings of War and don't really intend on playing Kings of War. So that's no issue. Also, let me show you, I got a big MDF base here. I'm gluing some cork onto it. It's drying right now. Looks like it's coming up a little bit. But anyway, these MDF, I think they were 130 mil bases. I think cost me about, I don't know, maybe $2 a piece or $3 a piece. Bringing him out to be about 43 bucks. Under 50 with everything. So here he is one more time, Kings of War. Here's the front, Nightstalker, Shadowhulk. Let's crack in. I don't have any kind of special setup for an unboxing. We're just doing this for fun. And I know the Sons of Behemat are pretty popular right now, so let's see if we can't get this guy out. And of course, I cannot. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's see. I don't know if he's plastic or resin. So my guess is in here is going to be the upgrades. And this is the giant here. So here's his little base that he comes with, I guess, for Kings of War. So that'll just go in my base box. And this is actually a nice little cardboard box here for moving work in progresses around, so I'll probably end up keeping that, just like a, you know, normal hobby hoarder would, keeping stuff that you might not have any reason to really do so. All right, let's get into this guy here. He looks resin to me, but first, looks like we got, oh, these are arrows that you can stick into like his arms or legs or shield maybe if he has one. So a little this looks like injection plastic, I think it's called. So little arrow bits if you want to make him look like he got shot by an arrow. Oh, heck yeah. Look at that. Nice sword. So yeah, this must be, it's got a little bit of a bend in it. You can see that, right? Not ideal, but I think with some hot water you could fix it. I think he might be plastic. I'm not sure if this is resin or not. I think it's plastic. Let's see, maybe we can scrape something. Is there a mold line or something? Not really, but I think that, okay, so that's gotta be plastic, the way that scraped off. I'm gonna say this is plastic. So that's cool. We've got an arm. Oh, here's another arm with the big club. Now, these are both left arms. No, right arms. So you have options, weapon options. If you get this is going to be the regular giant kit. You have an option of this big sword, of this big club. He's a $40 giant. And I think normally this Shadowhulk is $50 or so. But like I said, I got on sale. And it looks like right here are the holes to where you would put some of those arrows sticking into his armor. This looks like his body. And much like the Mega Gargant from GW, he's got all kinds of netting and shields and things he's collected on his belt. So he really is going to fit right in. Comparisons I've seen is he's not quite as chunky as the GW one, but he is definitely pretty good looking. This appears to be some kind of fur coat, some more wood kind of strapped on there. I don't know if this is for the regular giant or if that's for the frost giant upgrade. Let's continue. So yeah, here's his head, which not too bad. Let me change the focus here. Hopefully that wasn't too out of focus for everybody. The lighting for this unboxing is not ideal. It's not too bad for painting, but so here's his head if you want just his regular face. So that's pretty cool with the Shadowhulk. I actually have some bits here now, like an extra head and extra arms with weapons. And let's see, it looks like we got another head. So here's the man ponytail, man bun head. Pretty sweet. So we got 2 heads. Looks like 4 arms to choose from. Here's a little shield built out of a door. And this one is, oh, here's some more spots to put those arrows in. And you could probably fashion like a Johan or somebody in his hand here if you want him grabbing somebody. Here is what I think is maybe I think that goes like that. Probably his butt flap. Cool. And let's see what this is. This looks like it's, okay, so this, the way they have this set up too, like, it just looks like it's going to slide right in. Wow, that's pretty nice. That just slides right in. You can use your trusty plastic putty and it'd be really quick to just fill in all those gaps. That's not going to be a problem at all. So that's pretty cool that that slides right in like that. And then this head looks like you have options on how you want to, you're going to have to glue it on. It doesn't, but looks like you can get some different looking poses if you want to look into the left or the right or up or down. Cool. And then it looks like, so I guess this goes like that. This actually fits together really nice. I've never bought a Mantic model before, but this is pretty good. I also like not having to clean as much mold lines and stuff. It actually looks, there's some here on the side, but for the most part, it looks pretty good. You got to be a little bit capable of gap filling, but mold line cleaning looks pretty minimal. So here's his cape there. And let's get into the rest. This looks like, so this is the other part of his hips. These are gonna, I guess, fit together. Yeah, not too bad. So those are his hips. And I guess somehow this fits in here. Like that. Cool. It fits together pretty well. Obviously you're going to have to fill in some gaps, but also when you clean this, this might squeeze together a little better. And then from there it looks like we just go right into the legs, which we'll just roughly stick on real quick. They look like they pretty much just slide right on. And, oh, okay, so that Frost Giant looked like he had frost boots. So that's the piece right here that they're going to replace in that kit, is there will be, oh, look, it's even got the skulls on it. That's some nice GW quality there. It's skulls on everything. So there you go. He's big. Look how big that is. Like, for reference, this is the wizard from the old Warhammer Quest game, and his top of his staff comes up to his knee here. So this is a big model and a very, very good price. And then it looks like we go here. We got the other foot. And we got one more bid in here. Which, oh, look at this little guy. Little hanging guy. Maybe he goes in that hand. Oh, our giant's falling apart. So, could probably... That's pretty funny. You can look like you can fit this upside down hanging guy very nicely in this hand. I'm not sure if he's supposed to go there, but he fits really well. And I like how his arms are dangling. So he looks, you know, like he's supposed to be hanging upside down. Pretty awesome. Let's move on to this bubble wrap bag, which I assume is the resin upgrades. And that appears to be correct. So we got a Ziploc bag with resin upgrades. This is gonna what makes him the Shadowhulk. Oh, so this is gonna require some cleaning. Wow, look at that head. Yeah, that is awesome. It's got almost like Zinch like tentacles here. Looks like it's gonna be fun to play. Oh, there's a mouth there with teeth and a tongue on the side of his head. There, and looks like a bunch of eyes or pustules in there. More mouths on this side, more eyes. That's awesome. And I'm guessing maybe this is the bottom. Something like that. Hard to figure that out with the injection things from the resin there. This is probably going to be one of his hands, if we remember from the box. He has kind of like these claw hands. And the one thing I thought was really cool is it looked like he has almost like a sock puppet type hand, which... Oh, okay. So this is probably for... This is like his sock puppet hand. I wonder if we can just... Let me clip this off real quick. Hopefully we don't watch me destroy this on camera. Yeah, he has like this... it kind of reminds me of a sock puppet. But this... His hand is like a mouth. Like a lamb chop or something. Sock puppet. Mouth hand. That is pretty awesome. That's going to be super fun to paint. So, it looked... I thought it almost looked a little more like a shark hand. But it looks a little more demonic here in person. It still looks really good. And when you're talking about demons and sea creatures and stuff, they often share some similarities, like tentacles and random spikes and stuff. So, there's his arm. I mean, that's pretty sweet. And that's going to go right here, it looks like. So, that'll look like it'll fit pretty cool. I don't know how to position it yet. So, this is the actual bottom jaw of his mouth here, which is pretty awesome. I'm not going to clip it all for the video, but... And then looks like you got another arm here, which this is going to connect to. For his like spike fist. And it looks like you got some extra spikiness that are probably going to fill in these spots on top of his head. And there you go. For $40, that's really an amazing deal. It seems very nice quality. Super happy with the price. Super happy with it being my new Kraken eater for my Sons of Behemat army. And if you stayed to the end, let me go ahead and share my other giants, my work in progress giants with you. If you've been following along on the channel, you've seen some of them getting painted, some of the bases getting dry brushed. I'm about maybe 400 orders away from finishing shipping. I just dropped his head, and there he is, back in the bag. What a deal. Let me grab that head. Never mind, we'll get it later. So real quick, show you this again, now that we've seen what he looks like. So, looks like he's going to have a different, this is different, these bones. This is a different head too, I think. I didn't remember. The other one didn't have a beard like that. There was like the long hair one and the ponytail one, but no beard one. So the resin in this will have some kind of different arms to hold this big club. Definitely some new feet, but this part looks like it's rough. Well, I don't know, that part too, that hanging kind of bone breastplate. So he's going to have quite a bit of upgrades in resin, I assume, if he's like the other one. Now let me show you. This guy is the first completed Ale Guzzler. He hasn't been varnished yet, but I think more or less he's done for now. I just have to finish the base. I actually am working on securing an order of the frost paint from Green Stuff World to try out. Looks kind of fun. Plus I'll try some snow effects and different things on the base, but the base is kind of roughed in for now. So here's the Ale Guzzler number 1. I bought a second one of him. So this unit will be the WizKids Frost Giant plus 2 WizKids Monkeys. And that'll be a unit of 3 Ale Guzzlers. So it'll be this Frost Giant. From WizKids, he's $15. This guy's $15. They're super cheap. They're not $75 or whatever the Ale Guzzler kit is. He's not quite as tall. This guy's definitely as tall. This guy's not. But I could have built up the base more. But I think he looks pretty good. So we're still working on adding basing stuff to these. Then, so that's going to be 1 unit. We got 2 monkeys and a Frost Giant. Then here's the first of the Reaper Bones Frost Giants that I painted. Once again, base isn't complete and he's not varnished yet. But I'm going to call him done. There's a few things I could add, but for now he's done. I might come back and pick out some extra details if I start playing the army and having a good time with it. This guy's pretty funny. He's kind of like a giant dwarf. Like, here he is against the wizard from the old Hero Quest. So he's definitely shorter than the than the Ale Guzzler giant, but he's not so short that he can't be a giant, if that makes sense. Like, he's still going to work perfectly fine as a giant. And then one cool thing about Reaper is they make multiples of the same style. So here's another one swinging the floppy axe. I was debating on if I want to cut that axe off and give him something that's a little less. This is Reaper Bones material, so it's got a little bit of a wobble to it. But I think it's really cool that you're basically getting the same, you know, design. Like they look like they belong together. They're both Reaper Bone Frost Giants. And then you get the Frost Giant King, who's a little more fancy. He's not even primed yet. But there you go. So that's a squad of 3 Frost Giants. They're going to look awesome once they're together. And then we went ahead and picked up the Fire Giants. So, like I said with the Frost Giants, Reaper also does the same with Fire Giants. So this is the Jailer. He normally has this big chain that's wrapped around him, but it's, you know, Reaper Bones material, sometimes floppy and weird. So I just went ahead and cut it off, and he's just holding like a little stick now. Kept the hammer, though. I thought the hammer was cool. Then you got this other warrior kind of guy. And he had some dangling things here. I just kind of filled them in. The white balance on Reaper Bones is maybe a little too much to see. Try to adjust that a little bit. Oh well. Well, yeah, I'm working on pinning him. So he's just he's got a kind of a floppy sword. I've straightened it a little, but it's still not perfect. And these ones are the Fire Giants, and then you got the Fire Giant King. And this guy, I love his sword. This sword is so awesome. There's still a little bit of a bend in it. You can see it's curving backwards there. But I need to like straighten it from here instead of the blade. It needs to be like straightened on this part, the hilt or whatever. And he's got this big like scale mail cloak. And pretty awesome. So once again, he fits. He's gonna, you know, he's got similar armor patterns and style as his 2 boys. So this army, the first idea was gonna be the Mega Gargant with the 9 Ale Guzzlers. So I got these 3. I got the frost ones, and then the Viking giant with the monkeys, and then I got the big frost giant from Mantic. But it looks like, well, the deal on that other giant to be the Kraken Eater, I went ahead and picked him up too, so now I'll have options. I can do the one Mega Gargant with 9 little ones, or go ahead and do 2 Mega Gargants with just 6 of the little ones, but I'll have 9 to choose from. So maybe we don't always have to run the jailers or the monkeys or whatever. But that's it for this unboxing and Mega Gargant army update, I guess. I'll leave you here with the monkey. And these have been super fun to paint. It's models like these that they just are, they're kind of big. The details are big. They're not packed with detail. Everything's pretty easy access. And you just get to have a good time painting them. So they are fun to work on. So even if you're not building the Sons of Behemat army and you just want some giants to work on, little giants for your D&D campaign or something, go ahead and pick up Reaper Bones or WizKids Giant. I don't think you'll regret it. And that's all I got for this little unboxing of the Nightstalker Shadowhulk Mantic Giant for the Sons of Behemat. Please subscribe. Please hit the like button, of course. Comment down below if you're working on the Giants or if you got any thoughts on the Giant Army. Of course, you'll be able to see some more on my channel. And if you're interested in that, you know what to do. Smash the like button and subscribe.